this is how, when I stand, it is. At first, it was like this. You could see that this one is short, and I couldn't bring this one closer to this. Why? Because it was like this. The pain was so severe that even if you try, I can't, and I couldn't even. But now God has been faithful. I could bring it together, but still, it's not yet gone. The pain is still in. You see, it's right here at this joint. So if I'm talking about my pain, I'm talking about the pain here at this joint, the left leg here. So even when I stand like this for long, I'll be tired. It will be paining me. I hope you understand. So, and if I'm walking, you could see that because of the pain, I have to, the weight have to come on the leg, the left leg. And that's where the pain is. The joint here. It's not here, it's not there, it's not that. The joint here. So that's why I could walk like that. So you could see me walking and then leaping. Doesn't mean it is intentional, either accident or no. That's how it is. And if I want to bend down to, this is how I could go. Easy, I can't do like the normal bend down as they do, no.
And when you sit down too, you can't relax on your back as everybody can do.
Yes.
Unless you shift yourself.
Unless I shift more, or unless
then come and sit here and let's see.
See. You see, I could sit like this, but when it comes to sitting down on the floor without anything at my back, it's also another problem. So these are the pain that I'm going through, and I want to share how it started.
All right.
Today, my spirit tells me to share, and if you are facing any kind of challenges like this, just depend on God and believe in yourself that God is able.
Hello guys, my name is Dora Mensah, aka Mama Do. You are welcome to Dora's Arena. If today is your first time of coming across my channel, please guys don't forget to subscribe, become part of this lovely family. You will never regret it. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always coming back to watch my videos. God richly bless you. In today's video, we are going to talk about my husband's pain, and we have him here. He's going to explain that pain he feels in his leg. When I met him, he had that pain already. He walks, as you saw in the earlier video. And to be frank, God has really done marvelous things in his life concerning his leg. I could remember in our video of our wedding video, the first day we received the video, we were seated like this and we were watching the video. All he could say was, "Hey, it is saying I'm a Nancy." I was really sad. I pitied him that day. What I said means, "Hey, so is this how I walk?" I really pitied him, and I tried to encourage him. And God gave me word of wisdom that day. He said, "Take him out." And fortunately for me, when I took him out, it means that word was from God. As we moved out the room, outside our room, and we went to the streets, the first person we saw had one leg very tiny, and he supported it with a stick. Do you remember? Supported the leg with a stick. The leg could not even touch the floor, so he has to wrap the leg around the stick before he could walk. So I called him and said, "Look at that guy coming. Are you not far better off than him?" He kept quiet. As we were going, before we reached the traffic lights, we saw another guy. That one was confined in a wheelchair he couldn't even leave the wheelchair and was pushed by someone. And as you remember, I asked him, what about this one? Yours, you can move, go around by yourself. You don't need the help of anyone. So be grateful to God. And that was how I was able to calm him that day. So today, he has willingly decided to share his pain on Dores Arena. You are welcome to Dores Arena.
Thank you, dear.
As I told you guys, you'll be seeing more of him.
Oh, God.
So, today, are you ready?
Sure, I am.
All right. So, for me, I can't say much because I met you in that condition before we got married.
Oh, true.
And now you are rather going to tell us how it started.
Sure.
How did it start? Were you born with it?
Oh, no.
All
No,
right.
I wasn't.
So how did it start?
Even if I can't tell you the exact date, but I remember when I was in secondary school, SHS. Then it was senior
High school. Senior secondary school. SSS.
Yeah, SSS, good. So when I was in SS2, that's how I saw it. SS2, anytime we play ball, like games, football, and then we return back to classes, and whenever I sit down, I feel some pain. And when I'm getting up to this pain, where is it come from?
Where do you feel the pain?
This leg, my left leg.
Okay.
The joint, you see, where it joined my
where
waist.
You showed this earlier.
Yes. So I wasn't okay with it. So when I saw that, I didn't go to hospital. My father was selling drugs.
How old were you at that time?
Around 16 years of age. So I've lived with this pain for almost 30 years now. Yeah. When I saw the pain, I didn't go to hospital. My father was then selling drugs. And sometimes...
When you say drugs, it means different things.
Medicine, sorry.
So you people had, yes. So a drugstore.
Drugstore, sure.
Your father sells drugs here. It means
my
something
father was
else.
saying
You people had
a
drugstore. Yes.
So sometimes he asked me to attend to the clients and all those stuff. So, and one of my uncle was a doctor, so I got a training small from him. So we selling medicine. So whenever
so
I
you
feel
knew painkillers.
Yeah, I go to pick up 1, 2, 3 painkillers and then drink.
On your own?
Yeah, personally. So it got to a point that the pain was getting severe. What my father told me is that you know what somebody told me about you. I said, well, what? He said, since you went to secondary school, what life say how many when I crash here? Could you believe? I mean, can you imagine the pain when my father told me that? And I'm the type, if I'm sick and you don't ask me, I will not be in position to tell you. It's like, I don't know. For instance, we are in the house. If my head is paining me, I'm the type I will not come and tell you that if my head is paining me. I wasn't having that guard or that freedom to go and tell my father like my kids do.
Is it because can I say it's because of the kind of relationship you had with your father then?
Yeah,
he was not open to you guys.
We were not like
now the way like your kids can come to you, even they can task you.
No.
They can even gang against you.
Sure.
Our two girls, they can gang against daddy and say, if daddy did not take us out, we'll beat him. Just imagine, can you beat your father?
So I wasn't that closer to my dad. So if you ask me what's wrong with you, then you give me the right to tell you what is happening to me.
If they don't
ask me, there's no way I'll tell them. That was how I was living with my parents.
it was my personal stuff. I don't know. So the moment he said that, somebody said, "Who called secondary school no? Ain't and what life I'm on a crash here?" And I said, "No, Daddy, no, it wasn't like that." What I said simply means that when I went to secondary school, because of life, the kind of lifestyle I'm living in the secondary school or picking from friends, that's why
you are walking like that.
Yes, I was walking like that. And I said, "No, Dad, it's not like that. It's a pain. It's paining me. My leg is paining me." And he said, "How long?" And I said, "Started when I was in secondary school, the second year. So whenever I come around, I pick up your painkillers, some of them, and then I drink and it goes."
And for that moment, it will go.
Yeah, the pain will reduce.
Back.
Then later comes back. I said, "Oh, and you didn't tell me anything like that." I said, "How could I tell you? You didn't ask me." So
let me come in here. So guys, in as much as we are talking about his pain, we are also learning one or two things from his story. So it means that if you have kids, you have to, develop or find a way to be open to your kids so that they can come to you whenever they have issues, they have problems. They should be able to freely come to you, not necessarily when you ask them, then they'll be able to say to you what is disturbing them. They should willingly, and it is not coming from the kids, it is you, the parents, who should create that atmosphere for the children to be able to come to you whenever they feel something is disturbing them. Or what do you think?
Thank you so much. You see, let me tell you one thing. I learned this from Mr. Otu, my friend, Godfred Otu's father. You see, anytime I'm with them, the way he was free with her kids,
yes.
His kids, the two daughters, Helen and Mommy Jane, it was so amazing. I said, so could fathers be so kind and free and open to their kids like that?
But you didn't have such experience.
No. So it was something I was admiring whenever I'm around them. So that's why my kids have opened the door to them, that they could.
They could even gang against you and say that we beat daddy. Do you remember that story?
I remember. So that is how it is. I couldn't. So the pain was. And then I told my dad, I want to travel. Do you know what he told me? Oh, cry,
you can't walk. You have issue with your leg. You won't think of yourself. You say you want to travel. Stay in the village and let's all stay here. Is it not the meaning of what you say?
Yeah, then why are you saying that? So that there is one that comes. Whenever
it's like there is no hope.
Rejected, yeah.
Is it not that way?
Sure.
There is nothing good is coming out of you.
That is it.
Okay.
So sometimes.
But I'm not sure he thought it that way before saying those words to you.
No.
Yes, but those words to you hit you and give you this meaning that like you are useless.
Like that. So even when I told him I'm traveling, he didn't give me money. I'm telling you this. He said, "Do you have money?"
He hasn't sent you. You are traveling.
I said, "Yes, I've gathered some money. So if you give me some, fine. If you don't give me, still I'll go. I have money to go." I said, "Okay."
So where were you traveling to?
Down from my village to Accra here.
Okay.
I was coming to my uncle Isiama. So telling my dad that I want to go, he said, "Oh, Accra, I want to be on." Because I was taking care of his pharmacy for him. Yeah. So if I leave, who will do that?
So he didn't support you?
He didn't support me.
But still you left?
I left. Because I realized that staying in that community, it wasn't a taboo, alright. But to me, it wouldn't help me.
Okay.
Back to the pain. So the pain, whenever I take a painkiller, it reduces more, but it doesn't go. So one of the things I remember was my elderly father. His name is Mr. Anthony Apia. Yes, may God bless you. He saw me and said, Kobina, what is happening? I explained everything like I'm explaining now. And he said, okay, I will let my wife send you to hospital, Kolebu there. And he sent me there. The woman sent me there. So I went with my elderly father's wife. In a place, we call it my mother. Yes. So when we got there, I think the sickle cell department or whatever, because they asked me to go and do sickling. I mean, they want to find out my sickling. That is how it is.
Your status.
My status. So when I got there, you see, I will never forget this. Some of you doctors, the way you treat people. I don't know whether he's alive or dead. That time I was young, but I was old. He asked me to stand like the way I was standing. I couldn't. My leg couldn't get close.
Together.
So one was shifted like that. This man, instead for him to help me, or he used his leg to hit
the other one,
to
straight.
And instantly I fell. And when I fell down, what was coming was tears. I was just looking at him when I was on the floor, looking at his face. What I said within me was, if I have the right to slap you, like the way I will slap you, you will
and
never
tears were
forget.
running down your cheeks.
So I was just the tears were just flowing like that. I said to my medical doctor. I can't remember him. I can't remember his name because that time I was.
What you were going through, bruh.
So please, I will never forget this. That man, so-called doctor, did to me. From Kolebu. He was then old. I was young. I will never forget. But I couldn't pick up his name because there was no back then. Even my mind wasn't on. I don't know whether he's old now or dead, but that is what happened. I cried. So my elderly father's wife looked at me and said, Kobina, she's sorry. She held my hand and then I stood up. They asked me to go for a lab and those kind of stuff, and just at the end of it all, they asked me to go to another hospital for support.
Something to support your
leg. Yes. So that hospital too is around the massation area there, where somebody will have accident, will put something in their neck. Sometimes they put some leather under their sandals, and then so they gave me one stretch or whatever they call it to put it on my left leg, just to support the leg so that it will heal or whatever. But it's not easy. I put this thing in my room for some days. One day I was there and I said, okay, let me wear this and see. I wore the thing. When I was going, I saw it.
You wore it and went outside.
Outside. So when I was going, I saw a particular boy. The way he was looking at me, I also looked at him and was saying within me, what is he saying? Or why is he looking at me like that? Then I said to myself, no, I'll go back and remove this. So I went back home and removed it, put it somewhere. I said to myself, if I'll die, then God, let me die. If you don't want me to die, then heal this leg. That was why I didn't wear this thing again. And I could say this to the glory of God, that now the leg pain, the way it was then, is no longer like that.
So let's say percentage.
Percentage-wise, I'll say it's now 70% healed. Because the pain was so severe. Okay. When you are walking, it's like they are using a knife
to cut. So let's say now it's left with 30% of the pain.
And
is it so?
Sure. And during those days, I couldn't sit just like the way I'm seated here. If I would sit, it would take me some time. I have to struggle hard. So it's like it wasn't something ordinary. And even having sat down and standing up too, it's another thing altogether. So I decided to normally go out by car. And even in a car, you sit down.
Getting down
struggle.
is another issue.
When you are getting down to another struggle. So my brothers, this pain, I will never wish it for anybody. So I said to myself that I pray to Almighty God that my children, none of them have this experience. It's my prayer.
And to the glory
And I'm
of
praying
God.
that even my enemies wouldn't go through what I'm going through. So my brothers and sisters, if I'm talking about my pain, it's not just ordinary. And you know what? Whenever I see someone walking in,
who is physically challenged.
yes, let me use that. Having any challenge, I would rather stand quietly and look at the person, pray within me, God, save this person, heal this person, heal this person.
Because you know
what I'm
the
going
person
through, if I relate it to those, it's unbearable. But you know what? Today, my wife is here. I will say this. I will say this to her. Ako, Mishawati.
Amen.
God bless you. May my God bless you.
Amen.
I'm not just saying just to flatter or just to make her head so. I never thought I could get a woman to marry. I've said this countless of times. Looking at the situation, but she accepted marrying me. And sometimes whenever we are walking, the way she will have time for me. Sometimes I know the position I am, I can't go further unless I stand.
Like the pain is severe and you are tired. You wish to
relax
a little.
As I call my leg, say, why don't you stand small? I have to stand there for some minutes. Then, if at least I get some relief, I move again. And she has been with me in this kind of mood for so many years now. But glory be to God, for about 3-4 years now, it's not like that. The pain has drastically reduced. That I could walk, I could go, and
a distance.
It's a mind blowing, because whenever I was taking the medicine, the pain rather gets severe. But now, when I decided that I'm not taking any medicine, unless once B5, then I buy some painkiller. But
yes, so anyway.
Oh Jesus.
Yenyamine deni yefie awera de nyankopon ni awudi ya beduruni yana wasia enyo amame nyinara mubra myenyera de na ye oni enedinu ye.
This is not a joke, my brothers and sisters. This is not something I'm exaggerating. It is a pain. I didn't have any accident. I wasn't hit or knocked by any car. Neither did I fall from anywhere. But it just came. So, life on its own, sometimes I say to myself, it's a mystery.
And guys, it's not that he didn't seek medical attention. Even when we got married, he showed me his x-rays.
X-rays?
Plenty. Lab tests. And anytime he goes through that process, the medication even worsens the situation.
So
until at a point he decided, I will no longer pursue it anymore. God should do a miracle.
If God will wish me to die, he should let me die. If he doesn't want me to die and he wants to at least do something about it, then he should do it. And that has been my prayers. And it's gradually
miracle working God.
It's gradually healing like that.
Because when I met him and we married, he couldn't put the two legs together like this. One would be like this and the other one would be like this. But now he can put them together.
It's the doing of God.
Yes.
So my brothers and sisters, this is my pain. So when you see me, I didn't have accident. I wasn't born like that. If I could tell you where we have carried maize to go and grind for kinky.
The distances,
the farm that we have gone
even you
to up and
kinky,
down.
Fancy kinky.
I was selling kinky because my mother. That's the work she was doing.
Yes.
Because she was.
He even taught me how to, prepare banku. In Nigeria, I grew up in Nigeria. We don't do banku. So when we came to Ghana, he taught me how to prepare banku.
So my brothers and sisters, I remember I met a classmate. You see, when I was in SSS, it wasn't too severe like that. So
when people completed, everybody went their way.
So my wife was then teaching in one of the village in Ashanti region. I met
you came to visit.
Yeah.
You came to visit, and the guy was also. Was he from there or he came there?
His wife
is from there.
Also from there, and then he also
came to visit his
we all
wife.
met there, right? And then the question he asked, Vincent, hey.
Then
what happened to you? I laugh. And I said, Kofi, nothing happened to me. I just came home. He said, what? No. Stop kidding. I said, no, I'm not kidding you, please. I'm telling the truth. This is certain one way in secondary school, the second year, but it wasn't so severe like now. Hey. So my brother says,
you were shocked.
Me young. Never saw me this way. But it has come. What would you do? This is one of the things I'll call the unexpected. At first, the left leg was lean. And now it's almost filled up. I don't know how it happened.
It is the work of the miracle working God.
Sure. Because I decided to drop everything and pray, depend on God. Because I know my mother cannot help me with this. The so-called doctors that call themselves doctors, using their leg to hit. Hey, this thing, most of the patients are dying in the hospitals because of doctors. Some of them. The way this man, I'm saying this, I know what I'm. You see, the way he uses his leg for hey.
Now with the phone.
No, I think so. I can't be a metaphor because
stamina.
The stamina is not there. The strength is not there. And a person out there, me could turn and say, and I said to myself, hey, if I have the position to slap you, hey,
it will be double slap.
I tell what to.
Calm down, guy.
Oh, it wasn't a joke. Oh, it tells you the weight. I could have done that because he never considered the pain I was in. He was rather interested in me putting my legs together.
Even when, yes.
Please, some of you doctors, learn how to treat your patients. So, to cut the long story short, I'm still living with it for almost 30 years now. But
you have
for
seen
some
massive
time now,
improvements.
God really is a healer. That is all I could see, because I will limit everything to God. Because I don't know, when I was young, it was rather severe, but growing up rather, it's reducing. And I have never seen any medication that I'm taking that is reducing it. The only medication I take is prayers, and then depending on God. My wife is here, she could tell you. She's the only person who can tell you the truth, whether I'm lying or not. But the way I'm walking, I wasn't born like that. I wasn't born like that. I grew up around 16, 17. That's when it started. And it has been with me since. I've tried orthodox, the herbs, whatever, scan upon scan, and
X-rays.
but all was in vain. But God has been faithful. Still, I'm living with this pain. I keep telling my wife, I'll write a book titled My Pain. But I realize that even if I write it, it is better I share on this platform so that you could see my face telling you what I have gone through and I've been through and I'm still in life. So the only advice I will give to my friends out there who are having any challenge is that don't give up. Keep trusting God. Mine is not gone for me to tell you that all is no, it is not. But my dependence on God has brought me to a certain level that I could tell you that He's faithful.
And He's
a healer.
Yeah.
Because He's healing it. You see, sometimes when I feel the pain is getting severe, then I'll just pick one or two medication and then drink it. And even now, when I take it, I could see that it reduces. It wasn't like then.
And even before you can take any other painkiller, it's, let's say, in months.
No, I don't remember
the last time you took any painkiller. Yes. So let's say if today he feels severe pain and he takes any painkiller today, you won't see him taking any painkiller, let's say, in the next 3 or even 5 months. That's how come he don't remember the last time he took a painkiller.
So my people, whenever you find yourself in any situation, don't give up.
Trust in God.
Trust in God. And be faithful too. It's not easy to be faithful. It's not easy to say certain things, but I will land here and say that the great healer, I know He will finalize everything maybe before He calls me home. That's my belief and my faith. Because one thing that energized me was when I had a dream and a woman was rather praying for me. It was then a church member, wasn't a pastor. Church member praying for me in the church. After I finished praying, I saw that I could walk, I could sweep, because I was the type that was going to church to sweep there. I sweep the church. Upon all the things, arrange the place, everything.
Before the members come.
Yes. Sometimes I wouldn't even bath. I would go and do it, I rush back home, and then later
you go and bath and then come back to church.
And sometimes I even come back first before others come. Having done the arrangement and everything, going back to bath and come. But I know all those services has brought us this healing. So whatever you find yourself doing in the house of God, please do it and do it well. It pays. It really pays. You could see me leaping in pain, yet carrying speaker, carrying chairs. Yes. It wasn't one day, neither 1 month, neither 1 year. It was years.
For the whole years you were there. And you were the one playing the organ, the keyboard.
Sure. I learned it from there and then I was playing there. So please, service to God. It's not easy, but it pays. Serving in the house of God, it pays. So let us find time. You see, sometimes too, it's about the leaders, some of the leaders we have. Yeah. I will talk about it later. One day. How sometimes faithfully you serve and then it turns other way around in the house of God, in the work setting. I mean, it happens everywhere. But that is another topic. Please, my pain, it's only God that I could limit it to, that has brought it this far. Not any man, not my father, not my mother, neither my wife. But they have done their humanly possible best. But all the glory goes to God Almighty. Thank you, dear.
So remember, Selbra sochebwa na unye minya dofu ayakai kai dionya meaye kai bebi anawo odofu nyame ehu mabo na obe unuse oni enedinu ye oni enedinu ye oni enedinu ye nyami tufu oni enedinu ye nyami tufu oni enedinu ye. So guys,
I love your voice.
If you have any contribution to make, anything to say, please let's continue at the comment section. We'd like to end this video here, but remember, with God all things are possible. Anywhere you see me, the name is Mama Do. See you in my next video.